It's the model of a man named Hudson Taylor. His book came back to mind this week. I vowed this morning that I would read it again. His book is called Hudson Taylor's Spiritual Secret. Might not be a household name, but Hudson Taylor was a missionary to China years ago, I think 1800s, if I'm not mistaken, maybe early 1900s. But Hudson Taylor didn't want to just be a missionary on the surface, around the edges. He wanted to go in where the people live. You know, sometimes when you go somewhere for vacation, you go to the tourist area. You go to Jamaica, but you go to the resort, but you never go on into the place where the Jamaicans actually live. You go to Africa, but when I went to Africa, we didn't just stay on the coast. We went into where the people, into the villages, where people, that's when you find out what's really going on. Hudson tells us, I don't want to be just a missionary in the comfortable beaches and surroundings. I want to go all the way into the heartland. And he called this missionary the China Inland Missionary, because it's gone inland. And he talks about how he found as his strength and his guide only prayer. He was a doctor, but he wouldn't take a salary. He said, I'm only going to receive what God gives me. That way I'll know that it's truly of God. He found a time when the man that he was working for God or didn't pay him. And he said, rather than say anything to him, I'm going to say everything to God, because God knows what I need. And at the last hour, God moved on that man's heart, and he settled up the score. He goes on his missionary journey, and he finds himself in time of need. In one of the episodes I was reading this morning, he talks about how, he says there are 1 million people a day that are dying in China without Christ. 1 million people a day are dying in China without Christ. And Hudson Taylor saw that as an issue. So much so that he moved to these great lengths, but he only moved 18 inches from the standing up to his knees in prayer. He says, I only want what you give me in prayer. Friends, I'm trying to encourage you this morning. It's time to pray. Yes. You've been trying to move it, fix it, change it, redirect it, speak to it, educate it, love it. Pray.